Because we don't have a time machine that lets us go back in time to see how biodiversity reacted to climate change in the past, we use signals that are recorded in the DNA, in the genetic code of these species. With that DNA, we can actually have clues about how those species have responded to climate change in the past. And we can, again, use them to help us predict the future. My name is Ana Carnaval. I'm in the biology department here at City College. My interest is really in biodiversity science. By biodiversity, we mean all of the different biological entities in the world. We're looking at species, we're looking at genes within species, we're looking at larger groups of species, and how they're distributed around the planet. A lot of our work is done in South America. I am Brazilian, I'm from Brazil. I have lots of students who come from Brazil to study with us, and lots of students from the US.
My name is Rilquer. I am from Brazil. I am a biologist. I got my bachelor's degree in biology in Brazil. And now I'm a PhD student here at City College, Professor Ana Carnaval. I'm working with birds and an evolutionary history of birds back in South America, trying to understand how they have responded to climate change in the past, because I like it, and also because I want to know how they're going to respond in the future.
My name is Connor French. I'm a PhD student here, and I study how animals respond to climate change by using their genetics.
Hi, my name is Carol Flynn, and I'm currently a Bernard Levine Graduate Fellow. I was born and raised in Brazil, and last year I moved to New York to start my PhD with Professor Ana Carnaval. I've always been very interested in biodiversity patterns and in conservation, and now for my PhD, I'm studying tropical forest systems in Brazil, and I want to integrate an evolutionary approach to see how these forests respond to disturbances and how this interplays with climate change.
Hi, my name is Nia Brown-Fonrose, and I'm a biology master's student in Dr. Ana Carnaval's lab. My interests are urban ecology and One Health. One Health is an interdisciplinary approach aimed towards optimizing and balancing the health of humans, non-human animals, and the environment. I'm fascinated by species interactions, including both within species and across species, because no single species exists in nature alone. We're all connected in some way. As an inspiring veterinarian, I plan to treat animals and apply that knowledge to research related to One Health.
My name is Marcela. I'm from Brazil, São Paulo. I'm doing part of my PhD here in United States with Carnaval. I'm developing research with amphibians distribution in Serra do Mar, which is a mountain range in the South America.
My name is Vini, or Vinicius, but Vini is easier. I'm a PhD student from Brazil, and I'm visiting researcher here at CUNY at Ana Carnaval's lab. What I'm doing here is that I'm trying to map the diversity of lizards in the whole world. Part of what I do is to measure lizards at the American Museum of Natural History, some locks down from the university, but also another part is to try to learn some methods to how to do this properly.